So we are going to generate reports or dashboards on the top of data warehouse. So what is meant by a data warehouse? So what is meant by a data warehouse? Data warehouse is nothing but a collection of historical information, and we can store all the application oriented data, all the applications, like collection of different applications. Normally we deal with historical data. So data warehouse is nothing but a historical information or a historical data. It stores all the information. So this particular tool, right, Tableau or any reporting tools comes under a data warehouse. Every tool, because we are going to deal with the historical information. But initially, right, we have to know the basic concepts of a data warehouse, like a DWH, and the basic concepts of a SQL. So for any reporting tool, it's mandatory to know like a basic concepts of a data warehouse and a SQL. So like we are going to discuss on a data warehouse, and in middle of the classes, right, I'm going to explain the basic concepts of SQL. So we do have in our data warehouse life cycle, we do have different, we can differentiate with different things like OLTP. So we have a OLTP database, and we do have a OLAP database. So what is the difference between, so first, what is the difference between OLTP and OLAP? So OLTP is nothing but it's like online processing system. So OLTP is nothing but online transactional processing system, and OLAP is nothing but online analytical processing system. Online analytical processing system. So this is the main, it's a transactional data, and this is an analytical database, or what we call as a BI system. So we can also call as a business intelligence systems, as for OLAP. OLAP is nothing but also called as a BI systems. So this is BI, business intelligence systems. It's just a basic concept, we have to understand the terminology of a data warehouse so that we can discuss with the Tableau. So we have a Tableau here, Tableau software. So we are going to discuss with a connection, and connect to Excel, and we can work on we can create a visualize the dashboards and the reports. But the terminology is different, we have to understand the terminology, what are the dimensions we are using. Now you can see this is Tableau. So it's you can see like dimensions, these are dimensions and the measures. And so based on data warehouse, right, we can understand what we are going to do in a reporting site. So we are going to generate reports, or we are going to do some calculation part, and we are going to do creation of some of the objects. So that is what, for the perspective of end users. So OLTP systems are nothing but online transactional processing systems. So example for OLTP system is, example, we can go with an ATM. ATM is an example, we are going to do some transactions, right? So it is going to capture in one particular database, ATM. So it is going to store in one single database. So if we have a different applications, right, it is going to store in a ATM. Let us take example like ATM1. So it is going to store in another database. So this is a database one. So, and if we have ATM2, it is going to store in another database as well. So these are a different application oriented. So if we have a different ATMs, right, so we are going to do transactions in different ATMs. But at the end, right, so like we do get at the end, we do get a bank statement. So we do get a bank statement where it's a consolidated statement, right? So it's a consolidated statement where we can see all the transactions what we have done in a different ATMs. So that is the main concept, like a consolidation of all the application into one single application. That is called as the OLAP systems. So OLAP system is nothing but it's analytical processing systems, analytical processing system. And so when it comes to analyticals, right? So like we can discuss with the differentiation, like what is the difference between OLTP and OLAP, or what is the use of this particular data warehouse. So like, so difference between OLTP and OLAP is nothing but like it is an application oriented. It is an application oriented, and this is subject oriented. This is subject oriented. So application oriented, we can go with the creation of some applications, like individual applications, like so already we discussed with ATM, or example you can take as a loan application, or debit card, credit card, insurance. Like we do have in a banking applications, right? We do have lots of applications. So everything is an application, everything is an independent application oriented. So this is subject oriented, or data warehouse, OLAP or DWH. We can also call as a data warehouse. So OLTP or database. So you can call OLTP, or you can also call as a database, or we can also name it as like real-time systems. So we can also call as a real-time systems. These are called real-time systems, and this is called as like analytical systems. So OLTP systems are nothing but real-time systems, or we can also call as a source systems as well. Source. So we are getting source of data. Source systems. So this is important, like the terminology. So just it's a basics, like we don't want to like by hard or something, but just remember like what is meant by OLTP and what is meant by OLAP. So what is the use of OLTP systems and what is the use of OLAP systems. So normally we are going to work on a OLAP systems, like a data warehouse. So on the top of data warehouse we are going to pull some set of records. It's a simple like drag and drop of these particular dimensions, like so we can work on like this is like OLTP is an application oriented, and OLAP is in a subject oriented. And so to achieve a particular database, normally we know, right? So what are the different databases? So different databases. So database is nothing but collection of set of records or collection of information. So example for databases is like we have Oracle, SQL Server, Teradata, and we do have DB2, and we do have Vertica, Netezza. So we have lots of databases, like we have lots of databases, like more number of databases, like we can connect to any particular database and we can work on. But this is a database, like we can also call Oracle as a database and Oracle as a data warehouse. It's the same. Like sometimes we call as Oracle as a database, and sometimes we are going to use the same Oracle as a backend data warehouse. So that is what the terminology, like for a particular Oracle, like for a particular database. So why we call this particular database as data, like Oracle as a database for some time, and Oracle as a data warehouse for a one particular condition. So if we want to achieve like a particular database as a data warehouse, we have to it has to satisfy these conditions, like it has to be subject oriented, and has to be time variant time variant and non-volatile, and it should be integrated. So time variant, non-volatile, integrated, like and subject oriented. So these are very important, like to understand the data warehouse, right? We need to know these 4 points. So a particular database has to be a data warehouse, so it has to achieve these 4 points. It must be a subject oriented, time variant, non-volatile, and integrated. And this is an application oriented, it is non-time variant, non non-time variant, and it is volatile, and it is non-integrated. So this is what the main difference, the difference between a database and a data warehouse, or we can go with the differentiation between like OLTP systems and a OLAP system. So application oriented, subject oriented, non-time variant, time variant, and non-volatile, and integrated. So I'm going to discuss each and every point, like a difference between application oriented or a non-time variant, or we can discuss on like so this is what, like subject oriented and integrated non-time variant, like so what is the difference between OLTP and OLAP? This is the main question, like what is the difference between OLTP and OLAP? So we can straight away answer this particular things, like it is an application oriented, and uh, OLAP systems are nothing but a subject oriented, and it is time variant, and it is non-volatile and integrated. So what is meant by subject oriented? Subject oriented is nothing but, like it's a collection of all the applications. Subject oriented is nothing but collection of all the applications. So if we have here in an application oriented, right, it shows only one single application, but it's a collection of all the applications, like all applications, because it stores all the historical information. And non-time variant or a time variant, so time variant in the sense, like it stores all the historical information. Data warehouse stores all the historical informations. So why we go for historical data? Normally we are going to do some analysis. So analysis in the sense, so we are going to do some analysis based on data. So based on data, so if you have all the historical information, right, you can go for comparison, like a comparison in the sense, so I want to compare my reports, like so I want to compare my sales, like 2014 to 2015. So just like so in 2014, right, so I do get a some profit, and 2015 I do get a some profit. So I want to compare the total profit, like for 2014 sales to 2015 year sales. The same, like sometimes we do get a more business in Q4, like in every year, right, quarter 4. So quarter 4 in the sense from October, November, December. So for every quarter 4, right, so we do get lots of business, like if we take any retail or anything for a retail market. So normally we do have a festivals in India, like most of the things, like the sales has been increased in a quarter 4. So in a business perspective, so the organization want to compare every year 2014 Q4 to 2015 Q4. So we can generate some reports. We can generate some reports based on the historical data. It's a time variant. If you want to do some analysis based on one particular day. So I want to go with 20 February 20 February 20 2015 data. So if you want to see one particular data you can go for it. It's a time variant, but one particular one thing for a database or a non-time variant is it stores. So this is one point, it stores only 32 max 90 days of data. It stores 32 maximum 90 days of data. It stores all the historical data. So that's the reason why we are going with a OLAP systems. So if we have multiple applications, so we do have a multiple applications. I'm going to showcase the workflow, the chart from all the integrated, all the application systems to one particular database. So here in application oriented, we may have different databases, but we have a life cycle where we do have a database team and ETL team. So ETL is nothing but extraction, transformation, loading. So and we do have a data warehouse. Then we are going to connect to a reporting tool. So this is a workflow actually. So in a database is nothing but OLTP systems. OLTP is in the sense we do have multiple databases, multiple applications, but ETL persons are going to extract this part of data, and they are going to do some transformations. ETL is nothing but extraction, transformation, and loading it or load into one particular database, that is called as a data warehouse. So from database, ETL persons are going to extract this part of data, and they are going to load into one single database, that is called as a data warehouse. So and we are going to connect to the database. We are going to connect to a reporting tool, as Tableau developer, right? We are going to connect to a one particular database, and we are going to generate the reports. So this is what a time variant. Time variant in the sense we can generate any number of data, any particular data, you can do some analysis. But here it's a non-time variant. Non-time variant in the sense it stores only 30 to 90 days of data. So we cannot go for comparison. We cannot go for previous or more than. We cannot go for more than 90 days of data. So it is not possible to generate normally. Just remember, so on the top of OLTP systems, it is not preferable for a reporting. So OLTP systems are not preferred for reporting. So this is very important, OLTP systems are not preferable for reporting, and OLTP systems, right? So we can go for a reporting because it stores all the historical information, and it takes aggregation, this is called as an integration. But so what is non-volatile? So what is the importance of non-volatile? So it's simple, it is not possible to alter or modify or anything, it is not possible. It is only possible with a select query. I think we know like a select statement, like a select query for a basic SQL, right? So on the top of data warehouse, we can go for only a select query. Like it is not possible to like create or like it is not possible to alter or insert, delete or update. So this is volatile database. So on the top of volatile database, we can go for a insertion. We can go for insertion, updation, deletion, and on the top of data warehouse, we can go for only a select statement. So this is very important, like a volatile database. So volatile and a non-volatile database. So So non-volatile in the sense data warehouse is non-volatile. Data warehouse is non-volatile. It's a non-volatile database, and this is volatile database, or we can also call as the OLTP systems, and this is called as the OLAP systems. So application oriented, non-time variant, volatile. Volatile in the sense, so we can go for insertion, updation, deletion, or alter or create a table. So anything is possible on the top of database, but on the top of data warehouse, right? So we can go for only a select statement. Like normally we are going to fetching some records, right? So by using one particular reporting tool, so we are going to just like it's a drag and drop tool. So category and click on sales. Now you can see category wise sales. It's a simple report. So it is similar to like we are going to fetching some records, right? Fetch or a selection. So internally, like this particular Tableau going to generate SQL in a backend. So we are not going to write any SQL for this particular tool. Like normally reporting tools generate SQL in a backend. The tool itself generate, and it is going to fire to the database to fetch some records. So currently we are working with we connected to Excel, connected to Excel. Like I can showcase like what is the connection and why we go for like reporting, and I can showcase this particular thing. But so initially we have to go with the data warehouse terminology. So this is what application oriented, non-time variant, volatile, and non-integrated. This is integrated. So it stores detailed information, but it stores summarized data. So it stores summarized data, it stores detailed information. That's the reason why it is non-integrated. So it is the level of granularity is the lowest level. So it stores each and every individual record. So we have lots of records in a database. Each and every individual record, we have a more number of records in a database, but in a data warehouse, right, we have a less number of records. Like it's a historical data, but we do have a summarized data in the sense, let us take a person. Like if a person is going to do some transactions like 1 2 3 4, in one day, if he is going to do some transactions like 4 transactions, here we have 4 records. So if we are going to do like 4 transactions, it shows 4 records, but here, like it's a consolidated data or integrated. So we know, right? So integration or a differentiation. So we can go for integrated data or consolidated data. So here it takes a level of granularity. So here in one day it stores like a person going to do some transaction like a 4 transactions, but here it is going to store the summarized data at a day level, like a level of granularity. So it's purely based on a level of granularity. At what level we are going to store the data? Level of granularity. This is the concept where how we are going to store the data, and on what basis, right? So this is like in database we have 4 records, but here for one particular day it's a consolidated records, like a 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. It stores only one single record. So that is what a consolidated or a summarized data. So database and data warehouse terminology, like when it comes to terminologies, like it's same, almost same, like Oracle, like we discussed, like almost same, like uh, sometimes database is like Oracle, and the data warehouse like source system is like source system, in the sense we may have multiple source systems, like as discussed, right, we may have different ATMs of data, but at the end, right, so we do get a consolidated statement, so that is called as a like it is going to use only one single server actually. So so that is called as OLAP systems, and we do have a OLTP system. So OLTP systems are not preferable for reporting. OLTP systems are not preferable for reporting. So this is one statement. This is very important. And based on analysis, right? So we can go for analysis, and we can create some reports based on OLAP systems. So this is what as a database versus a data warehouse. Like normally, we are going to discuss with database versus data warehouse. This is the course content. Like initially, we are going to discuss with a database or OLTP systems. OLTP versus OLAP. And what is meant by dimension? What are meant by dimensions and facts and dimension tables, dimensions and fact tables, fact tables, and we can discuss with the schema, like a star schema, snowflake schema, galaxy, or we can also call as hybrid, star schema, snowflake schema, galaxy, types of facts, types of dimensions. So we have types of facts, types of dimensions, and so this is what, like the main thing, like so we are going to discuss all the 10 points, like why we go for reporting, and what is the importance of a data warehouse, so and relationships, like I'm going to explain the relationships between this particular thing, like so what is the difference between database and data warehouse? Like I already discussed, like a database is nothing but a collection of set of records, but it's a single application oriented, it's an application oriented. So database is an application oriented, and data warehouse is like a subject oriented. Uh, I'm going to showcase the workflow or a diagram, like how it comes for the next class, like so initially, right, so just go with the terminology. So this is a reporting tool, this is a reporting tool, like a business intelligence tool, like we can also call as a BI tool, like a business intelligence, or we can also call as a reporting, or we can also call as a data and analytics or analytics tool, like a DNA. So data and analytics, so it comes into analytics, or in the terminology, right, so OLAP systems are nothing but online analytical processing systems, online analytical processing systems. So we are going to do some analysis based on our data, we are going to do some analysis based on the data, like on the top of data warehouse, right, we are going to pull some set of records. So that is the main intention, like uh, for a reporting site. So we are going to generate some reports, and we are going to do some dashboards on the top of reports, like dashboard in the sense like collection of reports, like so for now, right, so uh, it's a thing, like just go through these particular things, and we can discuss, like more into detail, like why we go for reporting, and the life cycle of a data warehouse, life cycle of a data warehouse. So I can showcase the diagrammatical workflow for a data warehouse, like we do have a database, from the databases like multiple source systems. So from the multiple source systems we can like ETL percents, like ETL is nothing but like extraction, transformation, loading. So we can load into one single database, that is called as a by using ETL we are going to load into one single database. So that's the importance of ETL, like they are going to uh, do some structure formatting of a data. So then it is going to pull into one single database, that is called as a data warehouse. So data warehouse is nothing but a single like a server, like a single database, like we are going to store all the historical information of all the applications. So database versus data warehouse, or OLTP versus OLAP. So this is like done. Like if you have any questions, right, you can ask me, like we can discuss on that issues, like. So yeah, that's for the today's class, and yeah, thank you.